Actor Anupam Kher joining us on this live broadcast. We've been getting non-stop back-to-back tributes. Anupam Kher, thank you for speaking to us here on Republic TV. You've known Lata Didi for decades. You worked with her very closely. You've shared a close bond. How would you like to remember her today and her legacy?
Timeless. It's like water. Water has no shape. Water has no form in the sense. It adapts itself to whatever it has put in. सब इस अथाह सागर को कैसे आप डिस्क्राइब करेंगे? एक बादल के पीछे जो सूरज की किरण आती है उसको कैसे डिस्क्राइब करें? बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. Timeless, ageless. Her songs are not songs for us. Her songs are more than that for us. They are our growing up psyche. Means how we grew up when we first fell in love, or when I went to the school where Allah Tero Naam hai, Ishwar Tero Naam was the prayer. So that is still today part of my system. कॉलेज गए तो उनके गानों से मोहब्बत, उनके गानों से जुदाई, उनके गानों से रिश्ते, उनके गानों से शादी, उनके गानों, वो हमारे जीवन का एक अभिन्न अंग है. और the persona of Lata Mangeshkar was larger than life, and yet the simplest form ever possible. The simplest person ever, had a childlike quality, had the kindest heart, had never heard her in a louder voice, and yet as a singer she could go to any pitch. Listening to her on the phone sometimes, I used to call her once in a while just to chat with her, to feel better, to feel a sense of sanity, and it used to be amazing. We did a show called Lata Mangeshkar Night, and my company directed it and produced it in Andheri Sports Complex. And that was the time when I spent almost a month. And after that, a series of meetings happened. And I'll call her on her birthday. She will send me WhatsApp messages of songs, unheard of songs. She sent me a Rabindranath Tagore singing Janagana Mana. So she was an educator, a guide, a philosopher, and without she trying to do that. It is what I could grab out of her vast knowledge of kindness also, not only her vast knowledge of singing. Singing तो से वो पहचानी जाने लगी, मगर उनकी जो शख्सियत थी, उनकी जो पर्सनालिटी थी, वो ऐसी थी कि वो कुछ भी आपका बन सकती थी. आपके दोस्त, आपकी बड़ी बहन, आपके साथ देने वाली, उनकी आवाज वो पारा होता है ना, पारे की तरह छू जाती थी. कोई भी गाना गाओ. I have a habit of singing when I'm working out, or when I'm walking, and when I'm doing singing is a therapy for me. So she was my therapist without her knowing it.
You shared an audio message this afternoon, Anupam Kherji, and you spoke about how you recorded it because you were a fan. And
I'm a part of the committee which is formed to celebrate the 75 years of independence and Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And we had the second meeting in the August company of the Prime Minister and other ministers and other dignitaries and other chief ministers. And then suddenly they announced that Lataji will speak now. I was not aware of Lataji's presence there because she was not visually there. So I'm a collector of treasure. So I thought, let me record this, what she's saying. And I recorded it and trust her to quote Bhagavad Gita and tell how great our country is. And unki last line thi, ab main aapse aagya chahti hu. How symbolic it was. I think it's not even 1 month. It was on 22nd of December 2021. And I recorded it and I posted it, and I have so many recordings of her. She used to send me voice messages. I had a song of hers along with KL Sehgal, and I thought, when did they sing this together? So I sent her a message. So an amazing Deshbhakt, talking about always the Rashtra, the goodness, the values, and we used to listen. People used to listen. And to be there for 80 years, she sang her first song at the age of 12, I think. For 80 years to be in the system and the psyche of people all over the world, you have to be just about to be a goddess to be able to do that. And kitne log aaye, gaye. I'm not taking away the greatness of her contemporary singers, but that was the time when you used to listen to songs on radio, and there was time for people to write and for to sing. So it's when we say na that ek sadi ka ant ya iska ant kuch nahi, एक वो अंत हो ही नहीं सकता है. जैसे नेचर का कोई अंत नहीं हो सकता है, वैसे लता जी की आवाज का कोई अंत नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि तो चलता रहेगा. हाँ, एक शरीर जो है वो हमेशा नजर नहीं आएगा. And now that I am on this platform of yours, I will request, this is a request, I just got a very disturbing video of Lata ji in the hospital. I think people should, through your channel, I want to request people to not sort of circulate it. You can't misuse the power you have over a sick person and circulate it. If you get it, please don't do that. I want to, or the world wants to think of the way she was. I know it's out of context, but it disturbed me a little, and I thought, since I'm talking to you, and I will request not to do that.
Absolutely, we can assure you that anything of
not for you. It's not for you. It is.
Yeah,
it's for WhatsApp messages, which is going around. Yes.
Yeah. One last question to you, Anupam Kherji. One last question. Now, what came across in that audio message, and something similar that perhaps you two share with Lata ji. She loved the country. She was such a patriot, and she was very upfront about it, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. The people who love their country have to be upfront. There is nothing, no double standards, no subtlety about it. I mean, sometimes you have to be vocal about it. Sometimes you have to be vocal. You can't. When you love somebody, whether it is your father, it's your mother, it's your brother, your sister, your lover or your wife or your husband, you tell them constantly, I love you. So similarly, when you love your country, what is the problem in saying that I love my country? So I think it's listening to her and her love for the country made millions of people understand what it means to be. And she has seen pre-independence era, and she has seen her singing career is as long as this country's independence is. A little longer than that. So salute to her for that.
Thank you, Anupam Kher. I want to play out that audio that you shared with our team. I want to play that audio, and I'll thank you on that point. Here's the audio that Anupam Kher shared. This is perhaps one of the last audio messages of Lata Mangeshkar recorded.
It is.
Yeah,
it is the last public message. Yes, it is the last public message. And it is, because and to be able to have that with me makes me very rich, and I wanted to share this richness with the rest of the country.
Thank you so much.